In other news relating back to the news that we had this week, you may have heard things about student visas. Student visas have been uh, basically, I would say, targeted in a way to be eliminated because, again, because of coronavirus. The problem there is that a lot of schools, a lot of universities are going to an online process, and the argument, which is a valid argument, is that if you're only attending schools online, then there's no need to be physically present in the United States. However, we also have to be mindful of the fact that a lot of flights are being shut down. There aren't flights to the European Union. Canada has closed its borders. Traveling is extremely difficult right now, so that's something that needs to be considered. But for all these processes and any questions, and I will say this as a general theme for this presentation, a lot of things in immigration are in flux. Things are changing week to week, and a lot of it is caused by Corona. A lot of it's also caused by changes in the administration. Either way, if you need advice, you need a consultation, please call us at the law firm. Our number is 888-585-9837, 888-585-9837. Last but not least, I'm going to touch upon DACA. DACA, for those of you who don't know, is Deferred Action for Early Childhood Arrivals. And basically, it's for kids who came here before they turned 16 and prior to the year 2007. This has been an issue that's been in the courts for quite some time now. It was originally passed through an executive order by President Obama, and when President Trump took office, he rescinded the order, which is within the constitutional right to rescind orders by the previous president. Okay, because that's how executive orders work. In terms of any other constitutional issues, you're free to look up the opinion on DACA. It was released about a week and a half ago. A lot of good information there. That opinion generally put all of DACA back in play. So at that time prior to the opinion, only renewals were being permitted. Only renewals, which is basically people who already had a DACA permit, were allowed to apply. And then what happened was that the opinion was rendered and they changed some things. Within 48 hours, there was an opinion from the Department of Homeland Security, which was published on their website at USCIS, and it led a lot of us in the immigration field to be confused about exactly what was happening, because it didn't seem like the Department of Homeland Security, which is a department of the executive branch, was intending to comply with the ruling of the Supreme Court, which is obviously the judicial branch. So arguably there are some constitutional conflicts there that are happening. And those things are some of the things that I'm describing as are constantly being changed, constantly affecting the flow of immigration as we go along. What are some of the tools that can be used to locate information and have the most up-to-date? Okay, the most up-to-date information. So one of the things that we pride ourselves on doing here at Torre Law Firm, as I took the segment on the mail call to kind of describe some of those issues that I was talking about that have happened over the last week and a half, last 2 weeks. And basically, our web page at Torre Law Firm on Facebook, we tend to publish information that has come out recently. So, for example, another change on DACA is that the president allegedly announced that he, according to NBC News, that he's going to now preserve DACA, and that there may be potentially a path to citizenship for those DACA recipients. So we're keeping an eye on that.